Welcome back to Eyewitness News. This morning we're joined by Charley O'Hara here to answer your legal questions. Remember, call us 436-1212 in case you have a question. We already do have a caller on the line.
Okay.
So, hey caller, go ahead and ask your question now to Charley.
Yes, I filed a report, police report, September 25th, 2017 at 11:35. And when I went down to find out were they going to do something about it because the gentleman assaulted me at City Hall, but then all of a sudden they changed the date on my police report.
Well, I don't know about them changing the date on the police report. Obviously, the police report should be accurate as to what happened. But if somebody isn't doing something and you file a police report, on small cases, you can actually go to the prosecutor in the city of Wichita and file your own charge. You can actually swear to it and file it. And if something isn't being done, you can call the police, you can call the district attorney's office, the city attorney's office, and say you want something done. The other thing is someone's really assaulting you. We also have what we call a protection from abuse docket that you can go over and swear something in civil court to keep that person away from you if they're really bothering you and harassing you. And you can do that in district court. So there's a lot of options you have if something like that happens.
Right, and some people feel like that it takes a long time. It does. The process does take quite some time. It just depends on the case.
Well, we kind of argue in court many times that if you're going to put somebody in jail and put them in prison for a long time, it ought to be a difficult situation. It ought to be hard to do. We don't want to put people in a cage for a long time unless we really have evidence against them.
All right, Charley. Another thing we're talking about lately, sanctuary cities have come up again, and it's another thing talking about funding for them. I know a few around here in Kansas have fought that designation, but there's just some confusion about it. It always seems to be.
Well, and I'm not sure anybody's really said exactly what it is. I don't know what the executive order says, but what it really means is if someone's put in jail, if the right paperwork isn't in the jail, a number of jails say, well, if you don't have a court order to keep this guy in jail, we're not going to keep him here. And that makes sense.
Right.
And so where that goes, no one knows, but the federal government needs to have the right paperwork, for instance, in the Sedgwick County Jail to hold people. You don't want to hold people if they're the wrong person. If you just happen to have a name that's similar to somebody, you want a court order to keep them there. We don't want to, again, we don't want to keep people in a cage without the right paperwork to keep them there.
Right, and that goes to just due process for somebody and until proven guilty on that regard. So hopefully we'll get a lot of this sorted out here pretty soon and continues to just breed more questions. Thanks so much, Charley.
Right.
Well, thanks for your phone call, too. We're back here in just a moment.